All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's David here. Now I'm going to show you how simple the process is to register and get activated using CoopWallet and buying cryptocurrency. So the first thing you need to do is join. So I'm at a site right now, and now I'm going to join. So you go here. Let's activate Mary. And phone number 555. And obviously this is not real information. And I am going to go next. And as you can see, the person that I'm registering is Mary. There's the email address. There's the phone number. Yes, that's who's my inviter. I have read the terms and conditions, and if you haven't read them yet, make sure that you do read them. And yes, this is a valid email address. Continue and proceed. So as you see, that just takes a few seconds. Do I want to see, as a free member, you're a free agent, which means that you can, register with whoever you want. We have almost 300,000 past members who are now free. So maybe the person that they were originally with doesn't want to do it anymore for some reason. They haven't kept up to date. So you can change the person that's invited you. You can only do that while you're a free member. As a paid member, you can't do that. So I'm going to say no, obviously, because I just registered. And now I have a choice. I can buy tokens. I can click that button, but I don't want to do that yet. I want to show you what happens here. So here's my brand new dashboard. As you see, I've got all these auto renews turned on, and it says activate. So right now I'm not active on any levels, but I am going to activate on my I6 and on my I22. So I can do two things. I can go over here and I can go buy tokens, right? So it's $28 plus whatever small fees. I can go buy tokens, buy one of those, buy one of those. I can use cryptocurrency. And there are three ways in which you can use cryptocurrency. You can use Ethereum, you can use Bitcoin. And if you use Ethereum, there's several ways you can do that. You can use USDT. You can also use USDC. PayPal has their own Ethereum cryptocurrency as well, which is PYUSD, or you can use Ethereum. But I'm not going to use Ethereum in this particular case. I am going to use TRON. And the reason why I'm going to use TRON is because there's two different ways. I can use USD TRX, or I can use TRON. I like TRON because it is the least expensive. It's only $1 over and above the cost. So I click continue, and it creates an invoice for me. And as you see, it's the one token, which is $6. The I22 token, $22. There's a processing fee. It's a small fee, 1.5% for 42 cents. And then the network gas fee would be $1. So I can open up my wallet on my phone here and just scan this QR code, or I can copy the address, which is right here, and log into my third-party wallet and pay that way. So the things that I need to remember the most are these two things. Number one, how many TRON it is, which is, or how much it is. It's $29.42, and it's basically 106 TRON. So I'm going to put 106 TRON when I go to buy it. Now, I always add a little bit extra just in case. There's some third-party fees that I'm unaware of. But the other thing that I like to do is that instead of buying the tokens, which depending on the third party that you're using could leave me a little short, I like to fund my wallet. And to fund your wallet, you go to CoopWallet, you go add funds, and as you know, it's $28 for the 6 and the 28. But here's what I like to do. I like to add a little bit extra just in case there's third-party fees. And here's why I like to add a little bit extra, because if I add extra and there are third-party fees, it means I've got enough to cover it. The other thing is that if I add extra funds and maybe there's an extra $5 or $10 left over, it automatically gets deposited into my wallet, and then I have enough to buy the 2 tokens, as well as having some extra money in my wallet. And you'll see what I mean in just a few moments. So I'm going to load my wallet with $40. I am going to use TRON, and I am going to use the TRX. So watch this. So I'm going to submit, and there's my invoice. So $40, I'm loading $40. The 1.5% processing fee, only 50 cents, which is fantastic. And then the network gas fee, which has nothing to do with us, is $1. That's why I like TRON. So I'm going to copy this address. So that's the address. And I have to remember to send 140, I'll say 150 TRON. All right. So now I'm going to go to my third party. There's my address. So I'm going to my third party. There we go. And this is going to take a second because I got to load the wallet. I also have to add the wallet. Okay, so as you couldn't see, I did go to my third-party wallet. I put the address in there, and now I'm just waiting for the wallet to be funded. And as you see, the confirmations have already started. As a matter of fact, it might already be done. The confirmations have started. You see the check mark down there. Now, something is going to happen in just a few moments, because once you use a wallet address, you can't use that wallet address again. So once the deposit lands in here, this is going to turn gray, and this address is going to turn gray. So you can't use that address again and make a mistake. So the confirmations, I believe, have already happened. I'm going to get a deposit of $40.76, I believe, in just a few moments. It only takes a few seconds. Oh, actually a few minutes. It can take anywhere from 3 minutes to 15 minutes when using TRON. As you see, it's now completed. This is grayed out. It says the transaction is closed. The invoice is done. And if I go over here to my Co-op wallet, so as you see, I got funded with those funds. And here's the beautiful thing that happens, is that it automatically activated me in the I-6. It automatically activated me in the I-22. So now I am good to go. And as you noticed, I had sent $40. So if I go back over here to Co-op wallet, and I check my balance, you see there's my balance. I've got $11.74, which is exactly what I should have, because I sent $40, paid for the I-6, the I-22, and boom, we are now good to go. And if you want to see the individual transactions, you can see right here. So there's your individual transactions. There's the purchase of the I-22, the purchase of the I-6, your deposit, and your balance. So it's good to go. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how easy it is to get started in co-op and start earning a pop income. So this is David T. Rosen. Let's get busy with it.